Hi and welcome to this week's video where we will be discussing what would happen if your planning application got refused and what options you've got to take from there. So the design that I have for my house, I'm not sure it's going to pass the planning permission stage. Do I have to change or amend my design, or do I have any options?
So yeah, we can go into the council with your full chosen design. Obviously, if it's completely unreasonable, then it's our job to advise you of that before we get to that stage. But if not, if it's within reason, we'll go into the council for householder planning permission with your full chosen design, and the planner will then assess it. As we're acting as your agents, they should then come to us if it's a householder planning application with any issues for us to look at.
So if they ask you to make changes to design, will you just do it?
No, so if the changes they're requesting are reasonable, then we'll bring them changes to you, ask you what your thoughts are, and then we'll amend things from there. If we feel that the requests are unsubstantiated, then we'll try to negotiate this on your behalf beforehand.
Okay, brilliant. So if the changes are small and we're happy to go ahead with it, what happens next?
So if you're happy to go ahead, we'll make them updates for you, send them back over to the planner, and they'll then reassess it and hopefully be fine with it, or let us know if there's anything further.
So if the changes were different, the situation was different, and the changes requested were a lot bigger and really impacted my design, what could I do?
If the planner didn't deem it acceptable and you weren't happy to make changes, then we'd be presented with two options. We could either allow them to refuse the application, in which case they'd send over a refusal of planning permission document, or the second option would be to opt to withdraw the application.
Okay. So what would happen if I withdrew my application?
If you withdraw it, we can then start again with the design, reassess what you want to do and try to redesign it in a different way. Then we can go back into the council on another application. As long as it's within 12 months of the original date of the first application, then that would go in for free as well, with no fee to the council.
Okay. So if I chose to go along the route of refusal of planning permission, what would be my options from there?
So you'd accept the refusal, and then we can design something totally different and try that, or we can appeal the decision.
Okay. So what if I decided that I really wanted that design, I didn't think it was a fair decision, and I went in for the appeal?
Okay, so we can do this. You've got 12 weeks from the letter of refusal to go in for an appeal. Appeal's free of charge, so that's a plus, but we do have to just make sure that there's some grounds for the case to appeal. Otherwise, it could be a pointless process, but there is a lot of cases that do pass in the appeal stage.
Okay. So I hope that helped you understand a bit more about if your planning was to get refused. Hopefully that's not your case, but it puts your mind at rest anyway. As always, if you've got any questions, get in touch with us. It is our job to advise you in these situations. And that's all for today's video. If you could like and follow us on all our social media channels, and don't forget to click on that subscribe button below. And we'll see you again next week.